Here's a random and not very well thought out thought. I'm Joel Elliott. I'm stuck in the deep south of America, right? And regarding humility, regarding pride, and regarding humility, I don't give a Now, what do I mean by that? Is that's the not well thought out part of this thought. But no. Today's topic on Joel doesn't give a is pride. Pride, humility. I've never really been super concerned about dignity. Okay. And let's take this all the way back. When I was 4 years old, this was the first time in my life that I decided, all right, we're going to set out on our own. Yeah, I ran away from home, quote unquote, Like I got out of the house and I just kept going. I was like, here we go, we're going to do this. I made it a mile away, apparently, allegedly. This is what my parents told me when we spoke often. And, so at 4 years old, it was the first time in my life that I was humiliated. That because I set out to do a thing. I was going to go out in the world and live at 4. And they found me. And they took me back home. And I was like, like I didn't make it. I failed. I was crestfallen, humiliated. Because my plans didn't work out the way I planned them. Life is full of those circumstances. I mean, I started working when I was 11 for this wholesaler, and then I met a Tupperware lady at one of the wholesale flea market places, and the Tupperware lady was like, man, kid, you can sell. You should try selling our crap. And that was my first experience with a multi-level marketing company. At 13, I was a Tupperware lady. I was the only 13-year-old boy Tupperware lady on, the East Coast. So at the meetings, it was like the way that they treated C-3PO, the Ewoks, would hold him up like he's some golden god. Here's the 13-year-old Tupperware salesman. They were very excited about it, They sang hymns about Tupperware. They did. It weirded me out a lot. I actually didn't do that for very long. Again, another point in my life wherein I was humiliated because I tried to do a thing and it was like, wow, this isn't what I expected it to be. And I had to turn tail and stop doing it. Felt like a failure. And that's the thing. I know so many things in life because I've failed at so many things. I've tried to do so many things. We just got up to my 13th year. I had already attempted suicide twice by then. And I just kind of skipped over those parts. You want the lack of dignity. Do that and then don't tell anybody about it for years. That, you feel very humiliated when you fail at that, trying to end your own life. Oh, that's humility. Anyway, point is, so much of our lives are out of our control that having pride in yourself is kind of an illusion, because a lot of the things that cause your success or cause your failure are out of your control. You should control the things you can control. I'm not saying just go ahead and give up. I've given up a few times in my life. It doesn't serve me well. I do have to take control of my life, the aspects that I can control. I try to remember that the things I can't control, I simply can't control. And so there's no reason to flail at that. That is why when I hit the periods where I am not an advertising executive or a radio host or some career that makes me seem like I'm, doing well or whatever. When I hit the periods where, I am a nothing. I am an internet entertainerist who has no revenue. When I hit those times in my life, obviously, there's a part of you that dies a little bit. Ultimately, I just don't give a